Ohio, everyone. My name is Daniel, co-founder and CEO of zeroth.ai. We are based in Taiwan. zeroth.ai is an end-to-end retention solution for e-commerce. Retention and revenue are two of the most important factors related to e-commerce growth. So, how do they improve those two things conventionally? Let's take one of our customers, Cohort, as an example, which operate their business in Korea, Taiwan, and Japan with more than 1 million users. In order to sell more and return consumer back, they need to analyze various data, including orders, transactions, on-site behavior, and so on. So they use several analysis software service, tracking tool, and CRM software to analyze this data. Yes, those current solutions are very useful in their aspect. However, it's not informative enough to make operational decisions. For example, how much the inventory to stock for the next month? What kind of feature to develop for the new product? Cohort is not a single case. There are 12 million online stores around the world suffering from the same problem. So, it's a huge opportunity. I'm very excited to introduce zeroth.ai. We help e-commerce automate decision-making with AI agents. When consumers visit website, those agents will analyze their behavior during the entire user journey and recommend the right product spontaneously. When they go offline, our retention tool will send them the personalized newsletter via email or SMS to bring them back to our website or physical store. It also gives you the actionable insight. For example, inventory prediction or the future trends of consumers' preferences. So, what our customers are seeing, the result as they are seeing, click-through rate increased by 15%, conversion increased by 25%. More importantly, their order value increased by 20%. What does those 20% means? If you make 10 million a year, now you can make 12 million. All of these things, you only need to do is drop those only 4 lines of code. Just 4 lines of code. Now, we got 50 paying customers and serve more than 1 million shoppers. And we have 30% month-over-month growth rate. We run subscription model in 3 different plans for different sizes of e-commerce merchants. We also have a commission fee for each successful conversion. Currently, we provide several SDKs and Shopline integration. Next, we will support more e-commerce platforms to grow our customer base and adapt our third-party service for higher accuracy. At ECMI, we're working at e-commerce company. So, e-commerce experience is embedded into our team's DNA. Our CTO, Steve, is professional at machine learning. And he also the top 1 cargoler around the world. We are looking for investors for Series fundraising and partnership with data company and e-commerce platform. We are zeroth.ai, the end-to-end retention solution for e-commerce. Thank you.
Next up, we have a team from Singapore, Matastar. Matastar optimizes operations for logistics companies. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Matastar.
Minasan ohayo gozaimasu. Hello everyone, my name is Duk. I'm the founder and CEO of Matastar, a Singapore-based company. In Matastar, we provide AI optimization for shipping documentation process. So, transportation is a huge industry that worth trillion US dollar. And within that, 90% of world trade is being transported by sea. And the container industry is a massive one. However, there are many issues within the industry. Let me show you a stunning fact that there is an average 3 million containers out there are not being utilized at any given point of time. So, do you know how much shipping lines lose for each empty container? They lose roughly $2,000. So, with 3 million empty containers out there, 3 million empty containers out there, the opportunity loss is just so huge. The reason that leads to the problem is the documentation and validation process is still heavily reliant on paper and manual process. Let me show you how that current system really works. First of all, the long contracting process between the consignor and shipping lines usually takes 10 steps or weeks to complete because there are more than 2 parties involved in the process, which make it more complicated. And also, there are many documents that need to be submitted and validated manually, which contain the high risk of human errors. So, moreover, one of the most common communicating channels is the fax machine. Seriously, fax machines. And surprisingly, we have been through the first decade of 21st century, but these issues are still existing, and their system is still outdated comparing to the development of technologies today. So, this is why there are many cargoes couldn't be loaded to the ships because of this bureaucratic system. And this is why the opportunity loss is just so huge. And this is why we are here. We are here to help automate the documentation process for shipping lines. So, our first system is mass customer contracting that instead of involving more human factors during the process, we use chatbots that work 24 hours to handle the tasks like inquiry, Q&A, support filling forms, and most importantly, collecting important information during the process. Secondly, our system's mass documentation is created to simplify and automate the process of submitting and validating documents. There is no human involvement during the process, which will prevent the high risk of human errors. So, comparing to the old process that requires many manual factors, now the system becomes simpler, cleaner, faster, and most importantly, increase the customer satisfaction. And I am really excited to announce that currently we are working with one of the largest shipping lines in the world located in Singapore. This is a Japanese company. And beyond the data collected while working closely with them, they are really excited to see the projected result from our system. That's 25% productivity, 9% accuracy, and most importantly, increase at least 50% of revenues. So, about my company, currently we have 8 members, including 5 from master to PhD engineers. They used to work for big corporations. Our advisor, he's a very savvy investor. He used to work for Microsoft nearly 10 years. He sold 2 companies and helped IPO 1 company. So, about our journey. Since we started 2 months ago, we have received 2 big support from zeroth.ai and Z04. However, our journey is just started. We will grow stronger and bigger, so stay tuned and watch us. And before to end my pitch, I would like to stress my purpose here in this event. We are looking for investor and partner. So, if you're really excited and believe in the booming of shipping industry, and you want to work with this amazing team, please feel free to reach out to me later at the 8th floor booth number 17. Thank you for your time.
Now we have our first Japanese company, RoboCan. RoboCan is your total AI solutions company. Ladies and gentlemen, here's RoboCan.
皆さんこんにちは。株式会社ロボケンの寺田です。弊社は独自技術ニューロ AI を用いまして、人事向けに採用ミスおよび離職を減らすためのソリューションを提供します。皆さんの中には人事関係者が多数いらっしゃるかと思いますが、採用面接の時あるいは従業員との個別面談の時に、求職者や従業員が本音を語っているかどうか見抜けない、あるいは、従業員のモチベーションがどの程度なのかわからないといった問題に遭遇したことがあるのではないでしょうか。例えば、面接中に求職者が嘘をついている場合、それが見抜けないと、大きな採用ミスにつながり、会社に損害となる可能性があります。あるいは、モチベーションの低い従業員が、そのモチベーションの程度 がわからない状態でそのまま放置してしまいますと、業績が下がり、かつ離職につながる恐れがあります。こうした問題を解決するのがニューロ AI です。この技術は表情や目の動きから感情、性格を予測する技術です。このニューロ AI を用いましてコミュニケーションを可視化することにより嘘が見抜けるようになり、あるいはモチベーションがどの程度かが分かるようになります。それによって採用ミスを減らすことができ、また離職を減らすことができます。それではデモをご覧ください。今笑っている状況です。左上の方にスマイルと表示されます。フェイクスマイルに変わりました。左上の方にフェイクスマイルと表示されます。疲れた表情になりました。左下の方にローモチベーションと出ます。私たちのブースでぜひ試してみてください。現在の状況ですけれども、技術はすでに確立されておりまして、現在大企業とPOC を行っている最中です。精度は今のところ 85% ほど出ております。競合他社との違いですけれども、3つ弊社の技術的優位性があると思っておりまして、1つに感情の種類が通常7種類のところを22種類まで増やすことができております。これによりフェイススマイルなど微妙な感情を見分けることができるようになります。なおかつリアルタイムかつ高精度に予測することができます。これらの優位性は他社にはあまりない技術でございます。市場規模ですけど現在2兆円ほどでありまして、2022年には3兆円ほどに膨れ上がる予定です。市場へのアプローチですけども、来月にプレリリースを行いまして、その後ベータ版ができましたらすでにある800社ほどへ配布していきたいと考えております。その後販売代理店を使ったり、あるいは海外展開をしていけたらと思います。価格ですけども1回使用あたり3000円を予定しております。事業計画ですけども、これまではアウトソーシング事業、これは派遣や受託をメインにしてきました。地道に売上を積み重ねてきまして、直近では3億4000万ほどの売上を計上しております。今回のプロダクトを2020年頃本格的に販売することにより、一気に売上を伸ばしていけたらと思います。2023年には30億円規模の売上を予定しております。メンバーですけども、15人ほどのエンジニアが AI エンジニアがおりまして、主要メンバーはこの3名になります。ホームページのアドレスは robo-ken.jp です。ぜひごアクセスください。私たちはインベスターやパートナーを探しております。発表は以上です。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
All the way from Vietnam, we have a fintech company in Finhay. Finhay is a robo-advisor that helps millennials invest. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Finhay.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Huy. I'm a founder and CEO at Finhay. At Finhay, we help young people micro-invest in financial products starting for just $3. We are based in Vietnam. And why in Vietnam? So we are a young country. We are the second largest population in Southeast Asia. And in the last 10 years, our GDP increased 7% every year. If you look at the chart right now, so we are comparing with America. Even though we look poorer, but our young people having a really good saving habit, every month they save 30% of their salary. What it means is they have disposable income. And because of that, our financial market is growing. And there's a trend that our term deposit market is shifting toward the equity market. And the government understands the importance of the capital market so that they are introducing regulations that are in favor of the market. Opportunity comes with problems. Our people are getting smarter with their money. But 98% of the population don't have access to the equity markets. Plus, big firms normally charge expensively, and they are not transparent at all. So Finhay, we fill up the gap. We are a robo-advisor that helps millennials micro-invest in financial products for just $3. We actually reduce the barrier to enter funds so that millennials, typical investor, can be an investor starting from $3. So open an account with Finhay, it's easy. In a few clicks, you can invest seamlessly, and you can also monitor your performance 24/7 on your smartphones. We have figured out our niche market. Young people who come from big cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, aged between 25 and 28, who earn $400 a month. This is also the time they actually start saving for their houses, cars, and traveling, and they are tech savvy. And why do they like us? Why do they use FinHay? So we are actually the only fintech in Vietnam, the only one that do micro investment, reducing the barrier to enter low-risk product, mutual funds and ETFs, so that they can start investing from $3. Our system is automated, efficient, and cost-effective. So if you look at the competition there, so we are comparing with the legacy product. So we are the only one that do micro investment. And legacy firms are still focusing on high net worth, high lump sum. And because of that, we are trusted by the Central Bank of Vietnam. We actually one of the 3 fintechs that were selected by the Central Bank of Vietnam working on the open API platform. What it means is from now on, FinHay will have the privilege to start accessing financial data, banking data, interest, and other financial data from our Central Bank of Vietnam. So there are only 3 fintech, and FinHay is one of the 3. So in terms of numbers, what we have achieved so far. So currently, we have actually 47,000. So this slide was prepared last week, 40,000. But this week, it's actually 47,000 accounts already. Our asset under management has 3 times in 1 month in February 19. And 18 out of 25 funds are available on our platform. What it means is we have connected with 75% funds, mutual funds and ETF in Vietnam, and we were covered on multiple media in the country. So how do we make money? So we charge monthly fee, we charge withdrawal fees, and in the future we start introducing new services so that we can generate more revenue streams for the business, so from our users and also from our suppliers. So this is our growth chart. In the last few months, we have seen a drastic increase in number of users. We have figured out how to repetitively increase our user effectively. And we also figure out how to go to market. So with all of these brands on the slide, we have signed a contract with them, especially Viettel is the #1 telco in the country. They have 3 million users that are having the Viettel Pay digital wallets. What it means is they idle money. From starting this week, we will launch a new version of the app that allowing Viettel Pay user money can start investing directly on the app. So that is one of our growth hacking strategies. And in order to do all of that, we have to thanks to the team. So we have talented team member, Sơn, coming from one of the largest software company in Vietnam, FPT, and also our advisor, Giang, who was an ex-CEO at VN Direct for 10 years. And VN Direct was the 3rd largest trading firm in Vietnam. And I myself used to be a financial advisor in Australia, and also graduated from Sydney Uni. We have strong supporters. Our investor, H2 Ventures in Australia, Rhombus Venture, Zeroth.ai, and Insignia. Ying Lang Tan from Insignia, director of Insignia, was actually an ex-Sequoia director. He also invested in us and believed in what we do and believed in our vision. Our business is growing fast. So if you also believe in what we do and our vision, so please come and talk to me further so we can discuss. Thank you. FinHay, we help young people micro-invest in financial products starting from just $3. Thank you.
Next up, we have our second Japanese company, Anytech. Anytech develops AI for water anomaly detection. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Anytech.
Hello everyone, I am CEO of Deep Liquid. 10 years ago, I started research about liquid at Worcester University. And I love this white code. Today, I'll show the Deep Liquid. It is anomaly detection. Firstly, could you guess this water is normal or abnormal? This is abnormal. Could you guess one more? This is normal. It is difficult to detect water with your eyes, but our artificial intelligence can detect water by checking 100 points, for example, turbidity and texture and foam bubbles. This is our core technology. Abnormal liquid leads to death. This is your future. It's a serious problem we have to solve. Our target is equipment, facility, R&D, handling liquids. We apply our core technology to multiple industries, for example, cosmetics, pharma, water treatment facility, and beverage. Current method of detecting abnormality is mainly two. First is a bio and chemical sensor. Second is skill's eye. However, there are three problems. In case of water treatment facility, it takes 20 days to detect abnormalities. And it is costly because 10 people are always watching. And accuracy depends on the people's skill. Someone can detect 80%, the other one only 30%. Solution. Deep Liquids analyze camera moving images and detects abnormality in real time. Business impact. We will replace $60 billion chemical sensor market with camera using image analytics technology. This huge market is our target. Business model is simple. Subscription per number of cameras. Deep Liquids detect abnormality, and company use it for fixed price. Customer. We have 9 sales pipeline, mainly major company, and 4 current customer. For example, Japan's largest water treatment facility company is our customer. Traction. We got $1 million revenue since launch just 4 months ago. Thank you. Yeah. Our team, I am CEO, and as I say, I am a liquid researcher. And our head of engineering is a serial entrepreneur. Head of sales comes from SoftBank. And our AI researcher has a PhD at AI. We are a dream team to solve the liquid problem. Our sales plan until IPO in 2021. This year, we will got 5 million revenue. And next year, 10 million. In 2021, we will get 30 million and go to public. This is our plan. Our vision. We are realizing smart factorization. Do you know this concept? This is common in manufacturing industry. We realize it in the cosmetics and pharma industry. Thanks to it, customer can get huge cost down. And people, you, can get benefit from personalization. And in near future, skilled people will disappear in such industry. We solve such labor shortage. This is our vision. Lastly, we are looking for investor for Series A raising. If you have interest in deep liquids, please come our booth and talk more detail. Thank you, that's all.
Now we have a legal tech company from right here in Tokyo, Japan, Kotobox. Kotobox helps you with quick and simple trademark registration. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Kotobox.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kaz, CEO and founder at Cohort. Cohort will revolutionize legal process with AI. I know you are definitely hate legal process and probably don't like lawyers either. But actually, I'm a patent attorney having more than 10 years experience. This is why Cohort is starting with trademarks. It's my area of expertise. I noticed there are big fundamental problems with trademark during my work. Do you know how long it takes to apply for trademark registration for your company? It's 30 days. It's pretty long, right? Because there are so many time-consuming steps and a lot of bureaucracy, and you need special knowledge or an expert on trademarking. So, how does Cohort work? We built an AI for automating a trademark registration process. We use machine learning and image recognition to streamline trademarking. Let me show you how the product works. It's 3 easy steps. First step, you research trademarks. Second step, fill out the application. And the third step, the application also submits to the patent office or expert. That's it. So let me summarize the benefit. The old process, it takes 30 days, cost about $900. Using Cotterbox, it takes only 1 day. It's $200. That's a benefit. 30 times faster and 4 times cheaper. This is the reason why our customer love us. So, what's the traction so far? Our system have filed over 1,200 trademarks. We started off slowly to test our software to understand our customer needs. And now we are ready to ramp up our sales. Our sales are looking fantastic so far. It's a $300,000 total revenue and growing. We have a lot of customers, from small startups to a big corporation, including Japan government. Not only this, we've already refined out our unit economics. Lifetime value is 5 times higher than the customer acquisition cost. This business makes a lot of sense. So, how big is this market? In Japan, it's a $300 million. It's a pretty significant market. But globally, the trademark market is $15 billion. Historically, legal frameworks of intellectual property has standardized globally. That's why actually it's very easy for us to scale from this initial market from Japan to a global market. Actually, we've already started trading with multiple countries. We cannot ignore the international trademark ecosystem. Our team, we have IP attorneys and AI specialists. This unique combination is really what makes Cotterbox special. Beyond trademark, Cotterbox can provide with software for automating IP processes, such as patent, design, and copyright. The goal of Cotterbox is automating all corporate legal tasks. Thank you for listening. Cotterbox aims to revolutionize legal process and be Japan's first global IP platform. If you want to protect your trademark and manage IP globally, please talk to me. We are looking for investors and business partners. Again, my name is Kaz, CEO at Cotterbox. Thank you very much.
Next up, we have Sapiens. Sapiens is a company from Hong Kong, and they're building personality and trait portfolios of customers. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Sapiens.
Good morning, everyone. This is Kelvin from Sapiens. So we are from Hong Kong, and before we tell you what we are doing, let me ask you questions. Have you ever been using the service from banks? Well, I think the answer for most of you, or I say all of you, must be yes. You either go to bank to apply for credit, for mortgage, etc. But indeed, the bank always makes some mistakes. And indeed, the bank also realizes sometimes. The bank either underestimate or overestimate your credit, or sometimes they give you something that you don't want or something they think that you want. Why is this happening? It's simply because there have been no ways to fully understand our clients. A lot of banks have been relying on traditional ways, for example, questionnaires, surveys, or different kinds of statistics, etc., to understand their clients. However, what about the real life of the client? Do you ever know? The answer is no. The bank never really know about their clients. Indeed, what the banks can know their client could be from their social media, communications, and different kinds of interaction between the clients and the other friends. But this has never been done and has led to many failures, including Lehman Brothers and a lot of currency crisis. Sapiens is a world-first technology applying what we call patent pending heuristic NLP analysis to do an emotional tendency profiling. We are trying to gather different kinds of communication between your clients and also your customers, and then with analysis of those kinds of interaction, we try to come up with a portfolio. And then we also integrate with formal way, like the structured data, like surveys, questionnaires, etc. No matter you understand what I'm talking about or not, let me show a real use case by UBS, who is our current customer. So we try to gather different kinds of communication on your social media, like Facebook, WeChat, Line, etc. We also get the data from WhatsApp and other communication channels. And then after collection, we will be coming up with a raw page showing, let's say, the photos in your devices and different kinds of chat data, let's say the frequency of using some particular words, etc. And here is the most important function. This comes with a personality portfolio. What I mean by personality profile is that through analysis of the information shown here, we can know about the client's personality, his characteristics, or even his interest. The client, the end user, can also be using this system to make some feedback whether or not this kind of analysis really suits them as a kind of machine learning mechanism to improve the accuracy. And the most basic way, we can use it to recommend some sort of news feed who are of great interest to the user, but indeed, there have been more advanced functions applied by our client, like UBS. They use it for investment comparison. For instance, if your client is a very, very pessimistic person, then you better recommend him or her doing some sort of conservative investment. But then if you know a client is a very, very optimistic, is a very, very high risk-taking person, then you can also be recommending him or her some high-risking investment. That Sapiens can do it for you also. There have been other areas of applications. For instance, on insurance, you can use it for premium adjustment. And in retail, you can also use it for behavioral tracking and also different kinds of immediate buying advices. In comparing ours with other competitors like Gmail Credit, Acoma, etc., you can see that what they can do, we can do. What they can't do, for instance, a personality profiling, we can also do. We are just like another human minds. We are taking a B2B model, infusing personality analysis and also private banking together. We make use of different kinds of public data and also different kinds of communication data to make it happen. As I mentioned, UBS is one of our current clients. They have been trying Sapiens in over 4 countries, and we are one of the finalists of the UBS Future of Finance Challenge 2017. Bank BRI, which is the largest bank in Indonesia, they have 200 million customers, and I'm very glad to tell you that they are already our paying customer. We are making around $240 million per year because of Sapiens. I'm a Muslim, and I'm very interested in Middle East and also Central Asia Islamic region. So that's our focus. These are the new uprising regions in the world, and indeed, promoting Sapiens there is a very, very easy job. And that's why we have Carrefour and Qatar as our trial customer. We are also targeting other countries in Central Asia like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, etc., to make Sapiens becoming more and more popular. We are taking around $2 to $5 per end user per month. We have been reaching over than 170 potential clients, generating, including around 380 million users from banks, retailers, governments, and also insurers. This is my team. I was an English teacher like Jack Ma. And then I found this company around 2 years ago. I was also working in HAU as a research associate. And then I'm applying what I research on linguistics in Sapiens. My director of marketing, Ms. Shanek, who has a PhD at ABD in Qatar University. She is also a political scientist, and this makes us very easy in approaching the Middle East market and also different kinds of Islamic nations. We also have a lawyer, and we also have a development center based in Pakistan to make Sapiens technically feasible. The reason why we name ourselves Sapien is that we wish to be as smart as Homo sapiens, and that is you and me. And thank you very much today, and arigatou gozaimasu.
Next up, we have a founder from all the way from Los Angeles, California. Her company is called Clocksmith. Clocksmith is visualizing the future of landscapes. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Clocksmith.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Zareen, founder and CEO of Clocksmith. We're based in Los Angeles. Clocksmith is a visualization tool of the future environmental conditions of landscapes for enterprise. I founded my company on the belief that technology should give us superhuman powers. And what's more superhuman than being able to see into the future and to see the environmental conditions of landscapes before we take action on them now. Our current relationship with environmental data is abstract through charts, graphs, statistics. We gain some understanding with satellite imagery, but satellite isn't enough. It isn't until we have a human perspective that we realize we have lacking data, bad analysis. This is the point we want to do something, but at this point, it's too late. So if we can't grasp and see the current data, what about forecasts? Can you tell the devastating deforestation and ecosystem loss that's predicted for 2030 in this graph? No, we can't see the future. But Clocksmith delivers this missing future. Clocksmith uses AI to create photorealistic first-person landscapes generated from the causal learning of environmental and economic data. What you are seeing is AI generated. The landscape on the left is the actual true location. The landscapes that follow it are predictions by AI of the future environmental conditions into time. This is as close to a time machine as we can get. How does it work, you're asking? This is our software interface. And let's assume that you want to get the agricultural value of this land, or you're a water company and you want to understand the environmental limits of how much groundwater you can pump from here. To get your landscape predictions, you begin by selecting from quantifiable scientific data sets, from international accords to local environmental variables such as soil, vegetation, temperature, and so on. From the output, you select your desired environmental index. This is the future you want to get to, and our platform will tell you exactly how to get there. With Clocksmith, we're redefining the market for environmental benchmarking. And we're starting with the energy industry as our customers. Energy is the topmost land use intensive industry and the #1 contributor to climate change, and they're mandated to comply to environmental regulations. Clocksmith's tool allows them to push development forward, energy development forward, by getting buy-in from shareholders, regulators, local authorities, and to get access to financing. We're just starting, but we've made progress. We're in dialogue with 30 heads of ESG and sustainability, and I cold called every single one of them. And 2 of the largest credit rating agencies are requesting beta access. We're offering a cloud-based service starting at $20,000 per license recurring, and based on the complexity of data as required by our customers, our pricing scales. This is equivalent to what other companies are charging in different markets, such as Palantir. Consider us the Palantir, but for the environment. Energy is just our initial market. Our actual market is much bigger. There's over 2,200 corporations globally across different sectors who are incorporating sustainability criteria to $11.6 trillion of assets under management. We aim to become the standard anywhere there is an exchange of money to change the environment, and the impact needs to be evaluated. And we're the team to do this. I have 10 years of experience as a landscape photographer and filmmaker, and this is based off of my published doctoral research in environmental data visualization, a methodology that I'd previously developed that's in use by Reuters Research. This is the 3rd startup with my co-founder, Bobak, a software engineer who writes elegant code, and we have an exceptional team with an AI scientist and machine learning engineer, both with backgrounds in finance. And we have expert advisors helping us along the way, including a senior executive from Apple. We're looking to build our team and data and computing infrastructure, and we currently have $145,000 committed. If you're curious to see the future, I'm at booth 21. I'm Zareen with Clocksmith. Thank you.
Coming back to Asia for a moment, next up we have a company from China, Generalized Intelligence. Generalized Intelligence is an end-to-end autonomous drone platform. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Generalized Intelligence.
Yeah, really excited to be here. Hi, I'm Adam from GI. GI is a technology company headquartered in Beijing, and we are making autonomous aviation software platform for industrial drones and self-flying car. Drone market is booming. 5 years ago, it's just a $35 million market. But last year, it's grown into $2.5 billion market. 6 years from now, it will grow into $22.5 billion market. It's huge. But in this $2.5 billion market, 93% of the use case for drone is just consumer and industrial photography, which means 93% of this $2.5 billion market is built on flying camera. Why? Here's the reason. For example, if you want to use drone to do the power grid inspection, first, you need to hire your first pilot as a mechanic drive to the tower. Then, hire your second and third pilot to control the drone and control the camera on the drone. You also need to hire your fourth and fifth pilot to control the workstation and be the planning engineer. So the average size of a drone service team is 5 people. As for their salary in the US, it's up to $3,000 per day for only hire 1 pilot. It's really expensive. That's why we invent GAS. Today, let me introduce GAS, Generalized Autonomy Aviation System. For drone manufacturers and enterprise, we provide them a software platform, help them develop their own autonomous drones. Our product has 4 major parts: algorithms, SDK, customized OS, and app. Thanks to our easy-to-use SDK, we can allow developers to develop their own autonomous drone 10 times faster. And it is also 10 times cheaper compared with higher branch of people and try to write every single line of code by themselves. Here's a demo video. We can see the drone can avoid obstacles in front of it. And this is really revolutionary because all the plan is made by drone itself without human pilot. So the drone knows where to go and planning everything by itself without human pilot. Our business model is really simple. We sell the best product to our clients. For each industrial drone, we charge $1,500. Up to today, we have done 3 POC with end clients. One of them is Chinese South Power Grid. They are one of the largest companies in the world, and they are also the number 100 company in Fortune 500. And we also have 3 paid clients from drone companies, and we also signed 10 LOIs. But that's not enough for us. Community loves us. I'm really excited to announce now we are the number 1 trending drone platform in this earth. Yeah. And we are also 4 times popular than a similar product from Intel. So community loves us. But future won't stop here. Autonomous will also be the fundamental part of flying car. You may think flying car is just a wild dream for human beings. But in fact, it's more close to the reality than we thought. Last year, there are more than 70 companies participate in the flying car, including Airbus, Uber, and even NASA. And more than $1 billion of US dollar investment happened in flying car last year. So we have a strong technology background team. I'm majored in mathematics. My co-founder has double degree with automobile engineering and computer science. One of our team members is one of the members who is in charge of the Chinese drone regulation. Our previous investors, including some Chinese top VC, they are also the early investor of the most successful Chinese startups, including Didi, Chinese Uber, and Meituan, an $18 billion company. And now we are looking for VCs and partners in Japan. So feel free to talk to me at booth 16. And I'm Adam. We are making the autonomous aviation software platform. Or you can just remember, I'm the guy making flying car. Let's back to the future. Thank you.